Hey, how you doing? This is Preacher Man on being this is another episode of Retro TV 91. This time I'll be in Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode 7. And what happens on this week's episode with Jon Snow, they're over the wall now, they're trying to get to Castle Black. And they're going towards Castle Black when the guy who from Ward is trying to get Jon Snow's girlfriend to get rid of him, and she doesn't do that, and then Jon Snow tries to tell her that they don't need to attack the kings of the cities of Westeros. You think because they'll wind up dying, because every time the Wildmans have come over and attacked Westeros, all 6 times they've died, and he's trying to get her to convince Matt Schrader not to do this because they'll all die. And she tells him that him and her's gonna live before they die because she wants to be with Jon Snow. And that's all that really happens with Jon Snow. What's happening in King's Landing? Tyrion is talking to Bronn, and Tyrion's trying to figure out what he's gonna do because he has to marry Sansa and he doesn't want to, and he's trying to keep Shay happy as well. And he tells Tyrion that he has to marry Sansa because it's his duty. And Sansa's talking to the Tyrell girl that's going to marry Joffrey, and she's trying to tell her that she needs to go through with it because her kids will be Lord of Winterfell and Castle Rock. And that's all. And what else is happening in King's Landing is Joffrey talks to Tywin, and Tywin tells him about Daenerys, and Joffrey wants to know what they're going to do about her, and Tywin says nothing because she's all the way on the other side of the world right now. And that's all that happens in King's Landing. What's happening with Daenerys is they go to I can't remember the name of the city, but they go to the outskirts of the city, and it's about to take over unless the leader of the city comes and meets with Daenerys, and he does, and he offers her gold, and she tells him to let all the slaves out of this city or she's going to attack, and he says he's not going to do this, and her dragons are about to attack this guy because he threatened Daenerys, and he leaves off, and that's all that happens with Daenerys. Now what's happening with Jaime Lannister and Brienne? Jaime Lannister gets let leave to King's Landing, and he goes back for Brienne, and she's in a pit with a bear, and she's trying to get away from it, and Jaime goes in there and saves her and takes her back with him, even though one of Lord Bolton's men doesn't want him to do this. He says that he has to because Lord Bolton sent Jaime back to his father. That's all that really happened on this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that Jaime is on the way back to King's Landing, what's going to happen? As always, Preacher Man on B-Sign, not best, is awesome. It's been an episode of Retro TV 91.